everyone. Okay, so this is going to be my review on the easyDNA Know the Gender test. I got this test back in February, and I had every intentions of doing this review sooner, but it completely slipped my mind. I was waiting on my anatomy scan to come through so that I could confirm the results that I got. So in this review, I'm actually going to show you the step-by-step process on how to actually use the gender DNA. Or the easyDNA Know the Gender test. Sorry, I'm getting my words mixed up here. But anyhow, I'm going to show you how easy it is to take. The test is like non-invasive. There's no finger pricks, no blood draws, nothing like that. You just urinate in a cup and follow a few steps, and it's super simple. So the test, the kit that they sent me, it comes with some detailed instructions, but make sure that you read those instructions before you do anything with the kit, because you're not going to want any males around. That includes any male children or your husband or anybody. So there's a lot of little details that you kind of need to follow, so make sure that you definitely read those instructions first. But you know, overall the test was super easy to take. I was really impressed with how quickly I got the results back. I got the results, I think, in 3 days after I shipped it back to the laboratory to be tested. So I knew the gender of my baby when I was 9 weeks pregnant, which is pretty amazing. It's not very often that you can find the gender out that early, especially through an ultrasound. I know there are some testings like the CVS testing that you can have done early in pregnancy, where you can find out the gender. However, if those tests aren't really necessary, it's probably not the best option to get it, because sometimes they can increase your risk for miscarriage. And this easyDNA Know the Gender test, you don't have those risks because you're basically just urinating in a cup. And basically what they do is they take out the fetal DNA that's found in your urine, and they test it, and if they find male DNA, then obviously you are going to be having a boy, and if they don't find any male DNA, then you are going to be having a girl. So anyhow, it was super easy, and I was so glad to know the gender so early on, especially because early on I had this gut feeling as soon as I found out I was pregnant that I was having a girl, and it was just, I couldn't get over how strong of a feeling, you know, I had. And with my other pregnancies, I knew what the gender was, like in the back of my mind, but I didn't have such a strong feeling. And so with this one, since I had such a strong sense of what the gender was, it was really kind of neat to go ahead and find out so soon through this test. And but yeah, it's really great that you can go ahead and start preparing for your baby so early on. You can buy the stuff for the nursery and make it pink or blue or whatever. You can go ahead and start buying girl clothes or boys clothes. However, I want to I would not really paint the nursery pink or really paint the nursery blue, because if you do have some certain things, if you don't follow the instructions and you take the test and say you had a miscarriage within 3 months, or you've had blood transfusions, there's some things that can alter the results of the test. So you want to make sure you read through all that stuff and make sure none of that stuff applies to you before you take the test, because then you could get a false reading. But I did not. I didn't have any reason as to why I could not take the test. I took the test, and it worked. So I'm going to show you how the process works, how you kind of take the test in this quick little clip after this. But I have a video, a review written up on my blog. That's going to have all your links to the website where you can go check it out and order one for yourself. It also has some links in there to some of the other DNA testing that they do. They do like paternity testing and different stuff like that. So it's not just limited to finding out the gender of your baby. They have a whole lot of DNA testing that they do, so it's worthwhile to check out if that's something that you're interested in. But let's go ahead and get started, and I'm going to put in the clips of the videos that I took when I was actually in the process of taking the test. And after that, be sure to check out the link below so that you can go over to my blog and you can check out all the links to the easyDNA website. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Okay, so here is the kit, and it tells you what's inside the sample kit. You have the urine collection container, 1 pair of gloves, 1 bottle of non-hazardous preserving solution, 1 sterile towelette wipe, 2 pieces of parafilm, 1 tamper seal, 1 sealable plastic bag for sample return, and 1 prepaid courier pouch. So I've already read the instructions, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, when opening up the kit, you'll see it's lined with foam, and you'll see your collection container, your preservative, and then your pair of gloves. Now you're going to want to wear the gloves the entire time. And I'm just going to leave everything inside of the container while we work. Put the gloves on. Okay, so I have my gloves on, and we are just going to get this out. I will put my sample in here. You need 50 to 100 mLs. And then we need to put the solution in within 10 minutes of urinating in this. I did forget to mention that prior to urinating in your sample cup, you do need to wipe your genital area clean with the obstetrical antiseptic towelette that they do provide for you. So I have collected my sample, and we need to add 100% of this. It preserves the DNA, so we will add that to our sample. Remember to leave your gloves on the entire time that you're working. You can discard this container now. And then you're going to put your lid back on, and you want to make sure that the lid is on very tight. And then you are going to add your tamper seal. If I can get the sticker off. Okay. So we're going to put the tamper seal on both the lid and the bottom part of the container. And then we are going to take the parafilm and put it completely around the container here. Just to stretch it and pull it around. And you can hear my son in the background playing, but I have the bathroom door completely closed so that he cannot come in. You don't want any males around while you are doing this test, because having males around can affect it, since they are looking for male DNA. Let's go ahead and put the second one on. And remember to continue to wear your gloves throughout the entire process. Okay, now that's completely on. And lastly, you're going to leave the little white towel looking thing in there that helps to absorb moisture. You're going to put it in the front slot, not the top one. So you slide it down in. And then you're going to remove the adhesive. Okay, so we're going to place our sample inside the box, and we're going to close the box up. Then we are going to take the box and put it inside of the UPS return packaging. You want to make sure before you put that in there that you have your paperwork filled out. Without your paperwork and forms filled out, they will not process your specimen. So be sure to fill that out. Don't put this in the box with your urine specimen. You need to put this and the box together inside of the laboratory bag and then ship it back. Okay, so we're going to stick my forms in there along with the box. And we are going to head straight to the UPS store right now, and we're going to go ahead and put this in the mail.